Hey everyone, Kevin Stamper here. Hope you guys are having an absolutely amazing day because you already know that I am. Guys, I am so excited today because I get a chance to interview a gentleman that I truly have a lot of respect for. This gentleman has actually been featured in Success from Home magazine, not once, not twice, but 4 times. He's actually been featured on the front cover of Southern Dallas Business and Living magazine. And check this out, the Money Edition. He was actually voted the Businessman of the Year by the oldest African American newspaper in Dallas, Texas. And he just so happens to be the chairman of a company, a global business called CPT, Copy Pro Traders. Ladies and gentlemen, I truly am honored to be able to interview a great friend of mine all the way in Hanoi, Vietnam, Mr. Antoine McBay. Mr. McBay, man, how are you today?
Kevin, man, I'm doing great. Just to see you and be doing this interview with you puts a big smile on my face because you and I go way back. And I've seen you grow, not only into a young man, in which, you're older than you look, because I tease you about that all the time. But I've just seen you grow as a person, man, grow in this industry that we're in. So it's just great to be here with you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, man, again, I truly appreciate you taking the time to do this interview because right now where I live in the United States is 12 p.m. noon. But I know in
Yeah.
Vietnam, yeah, it's a whole
Yeah.
ball game, midnight. So again, I appreciate your time. But if you
No
would,
problem.
absolutely. But if you would you just kind of give a little bit about your background? And then I want to kind of segment into a couple of questions.
Okay, well, as you know, Kevin, I'm from Dallas, Texas, born and raised. I grew up in Oak Cliff. Anybody from Dallas know exactly where Oak Cliff is. And I've got obviously 20 plus years experience in direct sales, but I had no experience in cryptocurrency. And so I found a mentor, Kevin, which was a Chinese lady born in Vietnam, but raised in Los Angeles, California, who had known me for 10 years that began to really teach me about cryptocurrency because I was so intrigued. I just knew it was a digital currency, but I knew nothing. And before you know it, she had me pretty much living on cryptocurrency from the knowledge that I had gained from her. Bitcoin at that time was less than $400 for one Bitcoin. And, now we're sitting at over $50,000. But that's kind of how I got into this space. It's through her after about 9 months of her mentorship and me living on Bitcoin. She says, "Hey, I'm going to start a business." And, obviously I felt obligated to get involved because she knew I had experience in the direct sales. And in my mind, I'm thinking after what you just taught me in cryptocurrency, I'm paying for my gas with Bitcoin. And, 2 weeks later, the $60 I spent is right back in my account. I'm like, everybody should be doing this. But so I felt really that I needed to help and build a business with her. And that's what took me to Asia.
Okay.
That business kind of just really took off, in China, Korea, Vietnam, Indonesia. And it was a what I call a promise to pay type business model. And we kind of learned a little bit from there. I'll elaborate, I'm sure, at some point in time during this interview in terms of my feelings of that. But that's how I ended up here in Vietnam. Been here now actually a little over 4 years.
Wow. 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 Well, I mean, it's kind of funny. And I say funny because I remember getting a phone call from you when
Mm,
Bitcoin was $400. And you was like, Kevin, you need to take a look at this. You shared a few things with me. And what I learned was you don't know what you don't know. Because what I
yeah.
did when I got off the phone with you was call some people that I knew who was in the banking industry. And I got their opinions of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin when you shared it with me. And let's just say I didn't get involved at the time. And when I looked up, Bitcoin had went from $400 to $20,000, and it blew me away. And so let's just say I reevaluated what I had learned from the other people. And again, it taught me a valuable lesson. If you want to truly understand something to take advantage of something, find someone who's extremely successful in that particular space and copy what they
Yeah.
do. And so that led me back to you again, and actually to this particular interview. So with that being said, what I want to do is ask you a couple of questions. Because over the years, you know, I've been truly blessed to have some extremely successful mentors in business. And one of the things that I was truly taught was when evaluating a business opportunity, you got to leave your emotions at the door. And you have to evaluate businesses based off of principles. And so there's five key things, five key principles that I always look at when I evaluate a business opportunity. So what I want to do is actually ask you the questions of those five key things that I looked at when I evaluated your business. And I want you just to share with the world in your own words the answers to those five key things. You know, if that's okay with you, I want to do an interview like that.
That's okay with me. And this is going to be just straight from the card. I have no notes here, nothing. So this is just going to be you and I having that conversation.
Well, one of the first things that I look at when I evaluate a business opportunity is what I like to call the USP, the unique selling proposition. So if you would just share with the world what is unique about Copy Pro Traders or CPT.
To me, what's really unique about CPT, Kevin, is the simplicity behind being able to trade a asset like cryptocurrency that's so hot in the market today, where people are hearing about it everywhere, but their knowledge is very, very small. And if there was a way that they could still participate on an upside of an asset like that that is so hot, but yet have very minimal knowledge, if not any at all, and have something to happen automatic for them where they can earn, that's a unique selling position. I think the fact that we're telling people keep your money, that we don't want your money, that your money stays in your possession 100% of the time, I think that's a unique selling proposition. And so it's things like that that I feel that's real unique. The fact that if something were to ever happen to CPT, no one could ever say we walked away with their cryptocurrency. That is something that's unique about our business when you look at this industry, and especially what's going on in the industry.
Wow. So when you say automatic, can you elaborate just a tad bit on when you say automatic, the trades are automatic?
I can. So because of the way our business model is structured, when you look at who we are, we're actually a software company. Okay. We're a software company that's bridging two gaps. We're bridging the professional traders by providing them a model allowing them to scale at a much large level and to do that automatically. And at the same time, we've got a community that would love to get involved with trading, which we call a social trade community. And through the proprietary software of Copy Pro Traders and bridging the gap with these two people for fulfilling that need, then it's a one-time setup for that consumer through an API key, which means it happens automatically. And then from there, when that pro trader is sending out a trade through the software, this social trade community who have selected their trader is automatically in those trades without pushing a button, clicking a button, just automatic, even while they're sleeping.
Wow. So it's safe to say once a person sets up the system, that's it. Everything from that point on is completely automatic.
Everything from that point on is completely automated. It's automatic.
I love it.
All you need to do is check your emails.
Absolutely. This one of the other things that I look at when I evaluate a business opportunity or a business or an investment, whatever, is the leadership. Because personally, I believe everything rises and falls on the shoulders of leadership. If you would elaborate on your leadership.
Well, man, I've been in the space again 20 plus years. And when you talk about commitment, I don't think there's anyone that commits the way I commit. You can, take it maybe back from me playing sports and just being all in. I've been an all in type of guy. And so even to the point when I was in the industry of network marketing early on, I moved to London, England with a company who was launching in that market. Never left Oak Cliff or the US before in my life. Ended up staying there 2 years, That was all in. That is commitment. And so through that, and from learning this space and learning from different companies, the good and the bad, to be able to put a model together like what we have, that requires a certain amount of leadership. When you look at the vision of our company and look at what we are truly aspiring to become, and it's very unique and different. And that's because of leadership. That is looking for those right people and molding those right people who can buy into that vision to take us where we need to be.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Another thing that I evaluate is the system. We all know system stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. Tell us a little bit about your system and how your system works. Is it something simple? Is it something duplicatable? You know, what's the uniqueness with your system?
Well, I say it's simple, but for someone who may not have ever opened up a cryptocurrency wallet before, they may not find it that simple. Although we provide a system for simplicity through our hyperlinks in the back office that give great visual aids and pictures. So if someone can kind of look at pictures and just, kind of do a plug and play, so to speak, I think it's quite simple.
Okay.
And that's a one-time setup. So from there, it's automatic. You don't have to do anything else. You check your emails that let you know when you're in a trade. The email lets you know when you're out of a trade. You can verify on your exchange where all the trades take place. So from that standpoint, it's all simple. Now on the marketing side, we've got great videos to help you build if that's what you choose, which is optional. And so we've got Zooms that you can plug into if you want. It's optional because through our model, you don't have to open your mouth, Kevin, and say one word to one single person.
Right.
We got a lot of people that are like that. They just leverage their own discretionary cash, and it's almost like a 401k to them. They just have their funds trading, and they just check their emails and verify their accounts, and they're comfortable knowing that no one could ever take possession of their asset.
Mm-hmm.
So that's simplicity to me.
Absolutely. And the funny thing is, that's exactly what I did. I mean, because I've been in the industry for a while. We've seen a lot of things happen, and I wanted to test the system. So when the day you launched, I got in, I set up the system. Set up the whole process. I put some money in, and for a month and a half.
That's right.
And when I came back and checked the month and a half what was going on, I was like, okay,
that's right.
You might need to do a little something with this. So, the system, absolutely. Another thing that I like to evaluate, timing and position, because I've also learned that when it comes to opportunities, if you miss the momentum, typically you've missed the monumental income potential. So if you would share with me your opinion of the timing and positioning of CPT right now.
Well, timing is good for CPT for a number of things, not only just for affiliates who are looking to earn Bitcoin in real time after 3 blockchain confirmations that's paid directly to their wallet. They can really build a lot of Bitcoin right now through our model, because just getting started, into our 90 days now, and no one really knows of us yet. The word is getting out. And also what's happening in the cryptocurrency space. Right. The industry itself is starting to explode. There's no more of, do we think this is going to be around? No, it's more of, it's going to be around. Now, how do we position ourselves to begin to understand what's now going to be around with the US dollar falling? What's now going on in terms of revenue generating from a trading perspective that is simple. So all of this is happening now. Industry exploding, and the growth of BTC and crypto growing the way it is. We'll probably hit 70,000 within the next 60 days. We could hit 100,000 before the end of the year. So with all of that, here's this model that says, keep your money. Right. Keep your asset. Don't give it to anybody. I got 11 Bitcoin reasons why I don't do that model. So keep your money. Let it stay in your account. Plug it to a system, and it's simple. Let it go to work for you. Okay. Timing of that. with being able to collect Bitcoin through our affiliate plan, oh man, couldn't be better.
Wow.
Couldn't be better. You want to board a plane when it's on the ground, Kevin, not when it's in the air.
Absolutely.
And what a lot of people still don't realize, even the Bitcoin opportunity, that plane is still on the ground. Some of you think you've missed it. No, you have not missed it.
Right.
If you keep staying out of it, you will miss it.
Right.
That I can assure you. It's time for you to get in it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, the right way.
The right way. And with that being said, let me do something real quick. Let me go ahead and give a disclaimer. Okay. This in no shape, form, or fashion is any way trying to entice anyone to do anything. We're not investors or anything of that magnitude.
We're not financial advisors.
Absolutely. Past performances did not predict future gains or losses. So we just want to say that. And I always tell people, never invest anything that you cannot afford to lose, because this is real.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I want to go ahead and throw that disclaimer out there because I didn't do it in the beginning. Okay. Now, Mr. McBay, another thing that I evaluate is the culture, the environment of that opportunity should I decide to go out and market it. Okay. What is your culture like? What is your environment here at CPT like?
You know, a lot of our people, our customers some of them are very passionate, but they're very laid back. This is not like your typical traditional direct sales company. We've got a lot of people who never get on Zoom meetings. We got people that don't recruit anybody, Kevin, because they understand our model and how they can leverage that model. Now, they might end up telling one or two because they've been around for a little bit and they've seen some results, but they didn't go into this saying, I'm going to recruit and build a team. They went into this saying, this is a great way for me to learn a little bit about crypto, leverage my dollars, and potentially earn. But with that being said, we give them such flexibility where people can plug in if they want, by providing those type of Zoom meetings and providing the type of videos for marketing perspectives that we have, which are all optional if anybody wants. So nobody's going to call you and say, you need to get on this Zoom or none of that, Kevin. No, it's up to you. A lot of people never, ever get on our Zoom meetings, believe it or not.
Absolutely. So again, what I'm hearing is opportunity to share with others is there, but the obligation is not.
That's correct.
And
that is correct.
And you can still, become potentially extremely profitable without telling the soul, but you could definitely benefit if you do.
I've been living on crypto now for almost 5 years, actually right at about 5 years, and trading for the last 3 years. So living on it. And yes, one can.
Right. Wow.
But you got to be willing to accept the good, the bad, and the ugly from trading. But it's very, very different. It's not Forex. You don't blow your accounts or anything like that. When you understand this, you go, whoa, this is amazing.
Absolutely.
And we provide that education. Again, it's optional if you want it. You just plug into it or you watch some of the pre-recordings. We don't charge you for the education. We give it to you. At this level, we give it to you. Absolutely. At some level, we may do something, in terms of providing a university, but right now, there's a lot of education we're giving you for free, just being plugged into the social trading community.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow. Well, those are, 5 key things that I always evaluate, without emotions. And everything all 5 of those has to be checked in order for me to get involved with an opportunity or to invest in certain things. But I do have 2 bonus questions I want to ask.
Okay.
One of the things that I truly believe is service to many leads to greatness. And so giving is an important thing to me. Giving back. Does CPT give back to the community? And if so, could you share with us a little bit how?
Well, we have our Missions of Love project, which is, again, one of the reasons why we created this model. We created this model because we felt that, number one, the industry needed it. It needs a model that can help protect the consumer. And number 2, we wanted to serve the many. and serving the many from those who are new into crypto that would love to leverage discretionary funds and trade. But at the same time, we wanted to fill that need that we see that's needed in the world, which is the lack of nutrition in children. And so we really leverage a social entrepreneurship business model where we could take a for-profit business and we can help solve social global issues. And one of the issues is nutrition with children. So when a customer subscribes to our model, just even being a customer, they're helping to feed a child. And so the bigger we grow as a social trade community, the more impact that we can have. Significance is not what happens to you, it's what happens through you. And so it's through people like you, Kevin, who take advantage of our program, create a win model for you. It creates a win model for the children. Everyone wins. And that's what we wanted to do. Wow. That's the culture we wanted to create in building it. We're purpose-driven, mission-led as a company. So if someone actually comes in and build a team of customers, well, the more income you earn in the CPT model, the more children you help feed.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, man, when I saw that, I got really excited because I was like, again, this is a way that I could positively impact children all across the world, while at the same time potentially financially freeing my family and building generational wealth. So it was like a win-win situation all the way around. So absolutely love that. And again, driving with purpose. Again, just being very frank and clear. The second bonus question is, who was CPT, in your opinion, truly created for? What, who's it created for?
Be honest with you, you've said it. You said it, because when you look at how we created it and designed the model itself, it was to serve the many. One of the greatest mentors to ever walk this planet was asked that question. How do you achieve greatness? And as a company, are we perfect? No, but we are striving for greatness. So how do you achieve it? And it's doing exactly what you said, Kevin, finding a way to serve the many, for service to many leads to greatness. When you look at this model, we found a way to serve the many people that will love to get involved with cryptocurrency, but don't really understand it, don't know how. And if there was a system in place to allow them to follow a professional trader automatically, we provided a way to serve the many. We provided a way to serve the many people who would love to get involved with a company, but they don't want to give up the custody of their asset. They don't have to wonder or worry about, man, will this company give me my money back, or are they going to leave with my money? So by having that model that allows the consumer to maintain control where no one has access to it, to take possession, we found a way to serve the many. We found a way to serve the many who have been affected during a pandemic in 2020, Kevin, who have lost their job and lost their income, that are having a difficult time to try to add additional income on the table with their hours being cut. Well, they can get involved with a business like this, and we'll pay them in real time, paying them in Bitcoin, an asset that has the potential to increase in value anywhere from 2,000 to 12,000% over the next 12 months. So we found a way to serve the many. We found a way, Kevin, to serve the many kids that are dying due to nutrition. We found a way to help the many women that are fighting breast cancer, a lot of people that are with mental illness. We found a way to serve the many. And as long as we lead with a servant attitude and spirit, then we win as a company. So when you win, when children win, our company wins. So we are created around a win-win model.
Man. Wow. That's that. Wow. Well, with that being said, any final words that you'd like to share with everyone watching this, Mr. McBay? Feel free.
Well, I'll tell you this, it's been a long day for me. I know I probably look at, it's almost 1 a.m. here in Vietnam, but I'm here because of the love I have for the children and the purpose and the love I have for this brother, Kevin, that I've known for quite some time. So for me, my final words to you would be, get in position and look at this as a marathon. It's not a sprint. Don't look at this as, I'm going to try this for 30 days, got to see how it works. No, that's like rolling the dice, hoping to get a lick. Investing takes commitment. So commit to the system, commit to how this system is structured for you to win. And with time, you will see how you win. Yeah. So it takes time. Just commit. Commit. And when you do that, you're going to be happy. When you do that, you're going to be thanking Kevin. When you do that, you're going to share with others
Right.
because you'll see the fruits from the system. So get in position. It's worth it. And start to learn this industry called cryptocurrency fully.
Wow. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Mr. McBay, you know, man, I truly appreciate your time. Like I said, I know it's almost 1 a.m. there in Vietnam. And again, man, I'm just so honored and excited to be able to get you for a few moments to just share with the world, you know, what it is that's taking place with CPT right now. And so, guys, if you're watching this video, get back to the person that sent it to you and get your questions answered. And like Mr. McBay said, get in position. If I actually send it to you guys and you'd like more information, just drop a comment, send me a text message or message me, and I'd be more than happy to send you more information. That way you can make a good educated business decision if this is something for you or not. Because what I share with people so many times is the most expensive thing that you can own is a closed mind. And I truly hope that your mind is open and that you and your family could truly benefit from CPT and what's taking place right now in the world. Because no matter what happens, cryptocurrency is here and it's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Just simply pay attention to what's taking place around you and around the world. So guys, once again, I truly appreciate your time for watching this video. And like I always say, I don't want to see you from the top, but I want to see you at the top with us and very, very soon back on the beaches of the world. Everyone have an absolutely amazing day and we will see you guys at the top together. Goodbye for now.